Hey guys, kind of a sad day. We found out at 2 o'clock that Governor Northam has shut schools down for the rest of the year to try to contain this virus. So we're going to try to make the best of it. But I just wanted to show you what goes on at my house. So I've been working on some sewing projects and get my camera right here. You've met my pups. And where you see them is usually in my sewing room. And yeah, I have a TV in here. And there's some supplies over there. And there's my sewing machine. And there's a Christmas present from Harvey. And there's the window. And then here's my laptop. This is where I've been using as my office. And there's some supplies over here. Those are my 3 granddaughters that live in Charlotte. I don't have a picture of Harvey in here, but most of y'all know Harvey. But anyway, so we're picking up. We've been reading Wayside School, Under the Cloud of Doom, and this is chapter 7. So let's get to it. Chapter 7. There's the picture. The closet that wasn't there. Mac was a curious kid. When Mrs. Mush served chicken fingers, he asked her how many fingers a chicken had on each hand. After lunch, he played basketball. Besides playing, he was also self-appointed announcer, describing every shot, every pass, and every dribble. Sorry. Jenny finally told him to put a sock in it. Only then, when he stopped talking, did Mac remember that he'd left his catcher's mask in the cafeteria. Mac liked to wear his catcher's mask for all sports, including basketball. He was a curious kid. The cafeteria was on the 15th floor. Matt found his mask right where he left it. But then, it hardly seemed worth it to go all the way back down to the playground. So he continued up to the 13th story. And there, just outside his class door, was the most curious thing that Mac had ever seen. Next to the wall was some sort of giant closet. It hadn't been there before lunch. But that wasn't what made it curious. The closet was wrapped in heavy chains and locked up with giant padlocks. Mac moved closer. Behind the chains, he could see double doors, with a steel bar clamped across them. Several signs were taped to the doors. "Keep back." Wonder what's in the closet. "Do not open the doors. Danger. Call the fire department if you smell something unusual." Max sniffed, but all he could smell was chicken fingers. Behind the chains and the steel bar, each door had its own lock. He could see 2 keyholes, one red, the other green. He put on his catcher's mask just to be safe and tried to open the door, then the other. They wouldn't budge. He tried to peer through the keyholes, but they were too tiny. He knocked on one of the doors and seemed like it would be made of thick wood. "Anyone in there?" he called. There was no answer. He knocked again and then pressed his ear against the side of the closet. Still nothing. "What's that?" asked Dee Dee, coming up the stairs. Max shrugged. Dee Dee read the signs aloud. "Keep back. Do not open. Danger." She tried one of the doors. "I think it's locked," said Mac. More kids made it up the stairs. Each one stopped at the closet, read the signs, and then tried to open the doors. Terrence kicked the doors. Jason rattled the chains. "Look, it's one long chain," he determined, "wrapped around 4 times. "What do you think is inside?" asked Leslie. "Snakes," said Paul, because he was afraid of snakes. "Spiders," said Rondi, because she was afraid of spiders. "Monsters," said Allison. She loved monsters. "What if it's Miss Gorf?" guessed Calvin. Everyone shuddered. Miss Gorf was the worst teacher they had ever had. "Give me a boost," said Mac. Jenny cupped her hands, and Mac stepped up. First onto Jenny's hands, then onto the steel bar. He gripped the top edge of the closet and tried to shimmy up. "Get away from there!" shouted Miss Jules. "All of you!" She had returned from the teacher's lounge only to see children hanging all over the closet like monkeys. "Mac, get down now!" Mac tried to hop down, but his foot got tangled in the chains, and he fell onto his back. "Oh, I think I broke my tailbone," he complained. "You're lucky that's all you broke," said Miss Jules. "What's inside?" asked Terence. "Never you mind," said Miss Jules. "Don't you children know the meaning of danger? You are not to go anywhere near my closet. Don't even look at it. Don't even think about it. It's not there." "But I can see it," said Mac, still lying on the floor. "It's not there," Miss Jules insisted. "But—" "No ifs, ands, or buts," said Miss Jules. Everyone shuffled inside the classroom. Mac was still on the floor. He stood up and adjusted his catcher's mask, which had become cockeyed when he fell. He took one last look at the closet that wasn't there, then walked into the classroom, more curious than ever. So I wonder what's in the closet. Very interesting. Let's look at the picture again. All right, guys. I'll see you a little later with Chapter 8.